Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome once again to the ever popular Inspirations for Your Life show. I'm so glad you decided to join me here today. There's so much that I want to share with you guys. Um, yeah, got a lot here. If this is your very first time coming, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you, but I also want to say the words welcome. I definitely want to say the words welcome to you. So, yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so great to have everybody here and being part of the show. If you've been here before, I'd like to take the opportunity to not only say thank you and welcome, but I want to say the words welcome back. Yes, I want to say the words welcome back. So great to have everybody here. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether it's live or on the replay. Don't forget to check out believemeachieve.com after the show is over. I think you will really enjoy that. All right, guys. So let's get into today's show, shall we? Great. This is Inspirations for Your Life. And our master weekly topic, which by the way is ending today because it's a Friday. For those of you who don't know, we start on a Saturday and we roll way through the week and we finish up on a Friday. That's just how we do it, just kind of the way I wanted to do it. This is Series 5, Show 30, Building the Habits That Shape an Extraordinary Life. How to build a life you'll be proud of. Series 5, Show 30, Episode 7. That's what today's show is all about. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, a passionate lifelong learner, and grateful to now be a published author. Every one of us is building a life one day at a time. The question isn't whether you're building one. The question is whether you're building one you'll be proud of. A meaningful life isn't measured only by accomplishments, income, or recognition. It's measured by the values you live by, the people you influence, the challenges you overcome, and the legacy you leave behind. Every choice you make shapes your future. Today, I'm going to explore 30 principles that help us understand and intentionally build a life filled with purpose, growth, integrity, and lasting impact. Number one, guys, live intentionally. Don't drift through life hoping things work out. Decide what matters most and make daily choices that align with that vision. Intentional living creates meaningful direction. Number two, guys, stay true to your values. Your values become your compass during difficult decisions. When your actions consistently reflect your principles, your building trust, guys, confidence, and of course, peace of mind. But sometimes people, for whatever reason, guys, they miss that whole concept. And maybe you're saying, John, I don't get this. I don't understand. But I'm here to tell you that it makes a difference. You have to be aware. Okay. And that's an important thing, guys. A very, very important thing for us to understand. And maybe the thing you don't understand is that you have more power than you thought. Okay, you've got more power than you actually thought. Number three, build meaningful relationships, guys. Life is richer when shared with people who encourage, challenge, and support you. Invest time in relationships that inspire growth and mutual respect. Number four, help others succeed. One of the greatest ways to create significance is by helping someone else reach their potential. Success becomes even more meaningful when it's shared. Number five, continue learning. Every experience has something to teach. Stay curious, ask questions, and remain open to new ideas. Because you see, growth never truly ends. Lead by example, all right? People often remember what you do more than what you say. Your actions reflect the character, integrity, and attitude you hope to inspire. That is, in yourself and others. Number seven, create positive influence. Every interaction gives you an opportunity to encourage someone, solve a problem, or make a situation a little bit better. Positive influence starts with small daily actions. Number eight, stay grateful, guys. Gratitude shifts your attention from what's missing to what's already meaningful. Appreciating today's blessings creates greater joy while motivating you to continue growing. Number nine, celebrate progress. Don't wait until every goal is complete before recognizing your growth. Every step forward deserves acknowledgement because progress builds confidence. Number 10, invest in yourself. Your knowledge, health, skills, and character are lifelong investments. The more you develop yourself, the more opportunities you'll create throughout your life. Number 11, guys, building lasting habits. I'm not going to tell you that that's an easy thing to do, but it's something we all need to do. Okay. We all need to do it. We all need to become a better version, ladies and gentlemen, of ourselves. That is the real, I'll say the real McGilla, right? Number 11, building lasting habits. Success isn't built by occasional effort. It's created through habits repeated consistently over time. Positive routines make extraordinary results possible, right? Makes it possible. And I know that a lot of you say this is not possible, it's impossible. But I'm here to tell you it is possible if you only believe that it's possible. If you only believe that it's possible. Number 12, please, ladies and gentlemen, focus on purpose. Purpose gives meaning to your work and direction to your decisions. When you know why you're doing something, staying motivated becomes much easier. Number 13, make every day count. Every day offers opportunities to grow, serve, and improve. Don't underestimate what small, consistent actions can accomplish over time. Number 14, choose kindness. Kindness costs very little, but often creates lasting memories. A thoughtful word, a helping hand, or even a genuine smile can positively change someone's entire day. Try that, guys. I mean, it doesn't cost any money to be kind to people. And you know what, guys? It goes a very, very long way. I think that's an important thing that many people miss. It goes a long way. And I wish more people would do it. I really do. Number 15, please build something meaningful, whether it's a business, a family, a career, or a community. Invest your energy into creating something that continues making a difference long after today. Encourage others. One encouraging conversation can change someone's direction. You never know what another person is facing, so choose words that build confidence, offer hope, and remind people of their potential. Encouragement has a lasting impact that often extends far beyond the moment. Number 17, stay humble, folks. Humility keeps you grounded regardless of your accomplishments. I think that's an important one for us to understand, our own accomplishments. It reminds us that there's always more to learn and another opportunity to grow. Confident people don't need to prove they're important, they let their character speak for itself. Never stop growing, guys. Never. Personal growth isn't a destination, it's a lifelong commitment. Continue expanding your knowledge, strengthening your skills, and improving your character because every season of life offers new opportunities to become better. Number 19, keep moving forward. There will always be setbacks, disappointments, and unexpected detours. Don't allow temporary obstacles to become permanent excuses. Learn from them, adjust your course, and continue taking the next step toward your goals. I think sometimes we don't reach our goals because of what someone else said, not because of what's truth, but because of what someone else said at the moment that's actually taking us away from who we are. I think that's a very important thing for us to understand. Live with integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing even when no one else is watching. This reminds me of a commercials on TV, and they were loading the luggages, baggages, or whatever, on the plane, and it was funny. When they knew they were being watched, the camera was on, they knew they were being watched, they were being so nice, they were dusting off the luggage, being very careful with it. One other day, it didn't seem like anybody was watching. So they just threw the luggage anyway. Didn't care. They only did what was right when they know somebody was watching because they didn't want to get in trouble. So this creates a trust. It strengthens your reputation and allows you to build a life based on honesty and consistency, not hiding to do something just because it might seem convenient. Character is one of the greatest assets you're ever going to possess. I'm going to tell you that right now. Number 21, make your work matter. Everybody's work is worth something. Everybody's work has a value. Everybody. So why not embrace that value? Whatever you choose to do, give it your best effort. Meaningful work isn't defined only by a job title or even income. It's defined by the value you create and the positive difference you make through your efforts. I've said this once before. People don't care what you gave them. Okay. People will forget all the things you did for them. But the only thing that they will never forget and they'll remember their whole life is how you made them feel. So make people feel special. Number 22, build a positive legacy. Did you know that every decision contributes to the legacy you're creating? Focus on leaving behind kindness, wisdom, encouragement, and integrity. A meaningful legacy is built through consistent actions over a lifetime. So we don't need to rush them and have them all done in 5 minutes, guys. There's no need for any of that. No need for that. And I think those that act from that premise that, we have to do this now because somebody's watching, or if I do this way, somebody else is not going to be able to understand, right? But really, they will understand. I think the person that understands the most is how you become something. And you become something by doing the right thing, even when no one else is watching. Very interesting, right? I think that's important. And I think the more that we become aware of things, the more we can have gratitude, the more that we can actually make a difference, not only in our own lives, but in other people's lives. I've seen people before, and I think what happens is sometimes people just don't get it. Okay. And I think that happens because of a feeling. Okay. A feeling that maybe we're on the right track. Maybe we're on the wrong track. Right. Maybe. So that's a very important thing. And that happens from our own choice, which creates our perspective, doesn't it? It creates our perspective. I can say that life changes when you change the perspective. A wise person once said something, rest his soul right now, Dr. Dwayne Dyer. And he learned something from Patanjali's, which was his mentor. And Patanjali's told him this: when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things we look at change. When you change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. So, number 23, inspire through action. People are inspired by what they see others consistently doing. Let your daily habits, positive attitude, and commitment to excellence encourage others to believe more is possible for themselves. The belief becomes the tipping point that gets us to push a little more, right? Gets us to take an extra step. Maybe one that we're not comfortable with, because I've said that success lies where we're uncomfortable. That's where it starts. Number 24, guys, stay disciplined. Discipline gives you the ability to remain committed when motivation fades. It keeps you moving toward your purpose, regardless of temporary feelings or even circumstances. Consistent discipline creates lasting achievement. You need structure and you need consistency, guys, over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. I think that makes a big difference. I think that is the real piece. That is the real crux of the puzzle. How we can change based on our perspectives. And if we do what Patanjali says and we change the way we look at things, we look at change, we can't go back into that direction again because we've changed our focus. And when we change our focus, it's like we've input a different address in the GPS system. Once we tell the car that we don't want to go to this restaurant, we want to go to this restaurant instead, the car forgets about the directions to that place and follows new directions. The thing is with people, when we do it, the refresh isn't instant like it is with, the GPS system. It takes time for it to make a change. Number 25, guys, value every opportunity that you have. Okay? Every opportunity, whether it's large or it's small, has the potential to teach you something valuable. Approach each experience with gratitude and a willingness to give your best, because today's opportunity may lead to tomorrow's breakthrough. Now, I know you're saying to me, John, you're crazy, you're nuts. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's the little shifts every day that get us to be successful. The little shifts. That's important, guys. The little shifts. The little shifts. And I think that's something that many people don't understand. The little shifts. The little shifts get us to, again, change. They get us to see there's a lot more around. They get us to see that what we were once looking at, we didn't change. All we changed was our perspective. And when we change our perspective, our reticular activating system says, you've changed what we're focusing on, haven't you? Okay, I'm going to be aware of different things now. And that's the thing that most people don't understand. If I said to you right now to sit in a chair, and sit in that chair on the edge as if you were a tiger, and you could hear the slightest pin drop or even less, do it. You'd be like, wait a minute, this actually works. It does because it gets in your imagination. And your imagination is very good about helping your body to do something it wants. The problem is, most people's imagination is not practiced. And then when they turn it on, it's like the grill. The grill hasn't even been used. So I guess it doesn't work. You've got to practice. You've got to practice. That's the biggest thing I could tell you. You've got to practice over and over again. So, ladies and gentlemen, success is shared. Life becomes more meaningful when you celebrate the accomplishments of others. Supporting, mentoring, and encouraging people around you creates stronger relationships and a more positive community. Success grows when it's shared. Number 27, create a lasting impact. True impact isn't measured by popularity or recognition. It's measured by the lives you improve, the problems you solve, and the hope you bring to others. Focus on making a difference that continues long after you're gone. Number 28, believe in your potential. Never, 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 never underestimate what consistent effort and personal growth can accomplish. You are capable of learning, adapting, and achieving more than you may currently believe. Continue investing in yourself and trust the journey. Trust that journey. Number 29, your life can inspire others. You don't have to be famous to influence someone. Your perseverance, kindness, integrity, and positive example may encourage someone else to keep going when they need it most. Never underestimate the power of your example. Never. Great lives are built one intentional day at a time. Extraordinary lives aren't created overnight. They're built through intentional choices, meaningful habits, and consistent actions that are connected to our own core values that are repeated every day. Every decision you make today becomes another brick in the foundation of life that you'll be proud of tomorrow, which you're building. And I know that sounds crazy, but as I get ready to wrap up the show today, building a life you'll be proud of isn't about chasing perfection. It's about living with purpose, making thoughtful decisions, serving others, and becoming a little better every day. Every act of kindness, every lesson learned, every challenge overcome, and every opportunity embraced shapes the legacy you're creating right now. Remember that your greatest accomplishments may just be the ones that never appear on a resume. They'll be found in the lives you encourage, the relationships you build, okay? The integrity you demonstrate, and the positive influence you leave behind. Continue, ladies and gentlemen, living intentionally, growing consistently, and believing that every day gives you another opportunity to build a life filled with meaning, purpose, and lasting impact. Gee, is that powerful. I thank you so much for joining me for another amazing episode of Inspirations for Your Life. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, passionate lifelong learner, and so grateful now to be a published author. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, choose your actions with purpose. Please invest in the people around you. Stay true to your values. And remember that great lives are never built by accident. No, they're not built by accident. They're built by intentional choices, which are wired to our core values. Success is not an accident. Maybe you learned something about how to be successful, but success itself is not an accident. It's intentional. They're built one intentional choice, one meaningful relationship, and one purposeful day at a time. So if you think you're going to just rush it, think again. We have to do the right thing even when no one else is watching. When we do this, other people say, wait a minute, this makes sense. I like this. Okay. This makes sense. I like this. This makes sense. I like this. This makes sense. I like this. Pretty powerful, right? It's about intentionalism, guys. Right? That's what it's about. One purposeful day at a time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to please keep growing. Please keep inspiring. And of course, I want to continue building the habits that shape an extraordinary life. What I will tell you is this: there are going to be people that are going to appear on your journey, and they're going to say, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your life. And a lot of these people are so concerned about telling you you're wasting your life, but it's your life and you're not wasting it. That's the thing that's interesting. They're trying to get you to stop doing what you're doing, but why don't they just worry about their own life? Right? I think those are the things that go through our head, right? And when we talk about this whole thing as we close the week down here about, you know, building the habits that shape extraordinary life. We don't learn them overnight. How to build a life you'll be proud of. A life that you can share, a life that you can say, look what I did, not to be boastful, but to be proud, share an accomplishment, teach a skill, celebrate it with a moment. This is what it's about. So I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy, but you can have that extraordinary life if you truly become intentional. Have a great one, everyone. I'll catch you real soon tomorrow with a brand new master topic.